Hey y'all, what's up? It's late at night. I'm eating a little snack. I just got home from work. So I'm eating a little snack before I go to bed and having a little drink before I go to bed. I want to come to y'all and talk about what's been going on the streets of this YouTube thing right now. It's been crazy, you guys. Like in the past couple of days, it's been really, really crazy. First off, let's talk about what's been going on. The whole situation with Nicole Tyler and Heidi Fly attacking James Caldwell. What's that all about? You know what I'm saying? Are they mad because he put them in the whole one gotta go thing? That's what he does. That's what James does. Hey, Mysterious Mermaid Sweetheart, how you doing today? Hope you had a good week. I'm just talking about the whole shit that's going on. Hey, Dee Dee, how you doing? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Dee Dee. Hope you had a good week, sweetheart. We're talking about the whole situation with what's been going on in the past couple of days. All this attacks and all these people teaming up and attacking people for no reason whatsoever. All this fake courage, all this fake nonsense going on, these threats. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about it today. It's just crazy. I was talking about the whole James Caldwell, Holly Fly, and Nicole Tyler thing. They're mad because he did one gotta go. That's what he does. He finds a group of people on YouTube that have things in common. It was good. Thank you so much, Mysterious Mermaid. It was good. It was just long. You know, I work long hours and have late nights, early mornings, and stuff like that. So it was cool. That's why I only drink on the weekends. So I can afford to drink, pretty much. Because the other time I'll oversleep. But yeah, that's what James does. James pretty much do the whole one gotta go thing, whatever. He got that from Maddie, of course. And they do hers with TV shows and things like that, and musical stars. James normally does his with YouTube content creators, and he does it to either promote them, or if they threw him slick shade, that's how you get them back, basically. And of course, we know that Holly Fly and Nicole Tyler has been throwing James shade for a minute now. So I don't understand why they get so offended, and for them to come back at him all aggressive and stuff. Hey, sweetheart, how are you doing? I love your comment. You're so deep. I love it. And that is, I am unknown for now. That I'm talking to you guys. Say hello to I am unknown for now. She's really sweet. Um, but yeah, so it's like I don't understand why they came after him, whatever, and the whole insults to him about him being ugly, him being fat, and um, that's good, that's nice, and the fact that they come after him for no reason, I don't understand that. And then the whole thing where you end up being on RuPaul's Drag Race. I've auditioned for Project Runway, got all the way to the semifinals, well to the live New York auditions, and didn't make it. That means what? People audition for these comedy shows, not comedy shows, these reality competition shows all the time. And if you don't make it the first year or the first time you audition for it, you just audition the next time it opens up. So I don't understand, why they think that that's an insult. It's not an insult. The fact that he's talented enough to even do that, he's brave enough to do that, whatever, and things like that. So I don't understand that. Oh, you had a long work week and now you're sleepy. I understand completely, but I need to have a drink before I take a shower and go to bed. To wake up tomorrow morning and go to work again. Yeah, I'm drinking a Muscat Mule. A Muscat Mule is always served in a copper cup, and it's vodka, ginger beer, simple syrup, crushed ice, of course, and lime juice. I use fresh lime, so it's vodka, ginger beer, simple syrup, and fresh limes. That's what a Moscow Mule is. But yes, I don't understand that, And of course, today on James Live, I listened to him while I was at work today. He was dragging their asses, rightfully so. You know, Heidi's mad because he called her a bad witch. Well, when you're constantly putting down your own race, lightening your skin, and praising your husband, who happened to be a white man, I don't know what else, you could be called, you know. But that's just, James is choosing to call her what he wants to call her, or whatever. And I don't blame him for it, because when you attack me, you know, whatever happens, happen. You can't sit here and tell me how to fight when you are attacking me. That makes no sense. Not to me. And you guys, I'm so silly. I'm eating salad bar accoutrements. There's a place called Newt here in Atlanta, and it basically is like a salad and sandwich shop, or a salad sandwich and pizza shop. They have a they You order your food, but yet you have a choice to get little accoutrements for your meal at the accoutrement table. I got to think of accoutrements with my salad. Egg salad. I did eat the accoutrements this earlier today, so I'm eating it right now. But on my midnight snack, it's like pickles and peppers, capers, croutons, and a little bit of cheese. With my little mousse bouche for tonight before there. Something not too heavy. She sure did call herself that first. Said she called herself a bed wench. And now you get mad 'cause other people call you the same thing you called yourself. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? But, I refer her to that because the way she acts. She acts like one. One of the people that will be back in the days, if you're trying to escape and go to the Underground Railroad, she's screaming, "They're over here. They're over here. They're right here, y'all. They're right here." Yeah, you don't do that because you stick with a white person thinking that makes you better than what you are. Because regardless of what it is, you'll always be a black person. You'll always be someone that will be looked at as black. I don't care what color your skin is, how much you diet, how much blonde hair you put in your head, and how much you try to use the affectations of a white lady. You'll always be a black lady. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be treated as such by society, especially here in America. You know what I'm saying? You don't look white. You don't act white. You don't sound white. And the fact that you may sleep with white men don't mean anything. You're right, absolutely right. There was a lot going on. Didi, it was a lot going on tonight and today. And then enough about her and Nicole, because they're just crazy. And for Nicole to call to try to attack James's appearance, I'm kind of confused because James doesn't wear cheap hair. He doesn't wear cheap clothing. And like James said in his live today, you can have a low budget music video was not shot on an iPhone, but you shouldn't look cheap. And the fact that she looks cheap or looked cheap in her videos, that sexy clean video, what was sexy, what was clean? I'm confused. Y'all know how I say it. Make it make sense to me, please. Make it make sense. But I don't understand why she will attack James for no reason whatsoever. James don't bother anybody. All James does basically pretty much is chill, sit on his porch, talk about music, talk about different shows on TV, and discuss pop culture. He really doesn't get into these YouTube beats back and forth. And for you to drag him into it because you know that, putting his name in your titles will get you some clicks and views is ridiculous to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why people do that. You know, you don't have any content of your own to make up besides trying to start beefs. And even when I talk about people, it's not, I try to be respectful about it. I try not to, use words or terminology it's not that is offensive because, y'all know who know me, who's been alive before when I had to snap on somebody. I don't have time to sit here and play with you all day long. I'm gonna give you one real good cuss out, and from that point on, I'm gonna ignore you basically. We're not gonna sit here and play all this back and forth games. We're grown-ups. We don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? We are grown-ups. We don't have time to sit here and play games with you all day. And I just don't understand it. Like, it baffles my mind when people attack someone who doesn't say anything to them. He's much better than me. He's much better than me. Because he can let people be in his chat and just run amok sometimes until they start attacking his people. Then he'll go off and snap on you or whatever from his chat. But he really does carry himself with class. And James is cool, but Milan is even cooler. When his other personality, Milan, he actually is even cooler than James because he's positions himself as a lady. He shows as a lady what a lady should be. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a vagina doesn't make you a lady. It makes you a woman. It makes you a female. It doesn't make you a lady. You gotta act like a lady. Have some class about yourself. Don't be attacking people for no reason. And like I made in my video today, if some of you guys watched it, whatever, why do you think that the enemy of your enemy is your friend? You know what I'm saying? Why do you think I'm trying to dig this crouton out this box? Because it's inside the pepper sauce, and so you know, bread and pepper sauce, spicy and good. But yeah, why do you think the enemy of your enemy is your friend? So do Nicole Tyler and he was really pretty tonight. He was really pretty tonight. I like that hair he had on today. It was really good. I think he's still on doing his music. Um, but yeah, like, why do you think that the enemy of your enemy is your friend? I always look at people as not and watch what you've done, watch what you do, watch how you carry yourself. And if you've done it to them, you're likely to do it to me. So I will always look at you with a side eye. I will always look at you as in when is it my turn? You know what I'm saying? Because I can't understand it. Right. I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm asking the question. That's what I'm asking the question. Like, why do you think that the enemy of your enemy is your friend? Why do you think that because you choose to gang up or group up on one person that you have a common dislike toward, make you better, make you stronger, make you tougher? You can't handle it on your own. You can't handle it by yourself. I don't understand that. To me, that is crazy ridiculous. I don't understand it whatsoever. I really don't. I don't understand why people think that, attacking someone in a group makes you stronger, makes you powerful, gives you some type of liquid, it's imaginary courage, because it doesn't. To me, it makes you a punk. Because if you can't face me one on one, I don't mind taking on a group. What I'm gonna do with that group is I'm gonna divide y'all one by one and handle you one by one, and then I'm gonna put you all together in a group and handle you as a group. But yeah, so much better than me. I mean, I don't understand why people choose to attack other people for no reason. Um, James doesn't do anything to anybody. James don't harass nobody. James don't, talk mess about nobody. And even when you talk mess about him, you know, um, he does a lot of restraining himself. You know, in his chat today, the first one he would have, there were a lot of people in that chat that I don't even mess with. I don't even deal with, or I don't even watch, or I don't want to be in the same vicinity as them. But the fact that I love and respect James so much, I stayed in his chat and just chose to be quiet after a while. Because of course, I always talk and comment on stuff that he says and respond to things that he do and says. But when I started seeing too many people, saying in that chat that I didn't want to be around. Hey, Miss Parker, how you doing, sweetheart? Thank you for joining us, sweetie. But yeah, if I start seeing people in your chat, what's this? How you doing, sweetheart? How you doing? Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. But so if you start in a chat where too many people in it that I don't too much care for or deal with, I'll just walk away and just be quiet and stay in the bushes there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still going to support James, but I'm not going to support the people that or converse with people that's in there. Especially there's so many other y'all that I don't deal with, or I don't, what I'm saying? I know that y'all morals and methods are crazy. No problem. Anytime. This is a safe place. We're drinking Moscow Mules, you guys. So we're drinking Moscow Mules. You sure can ask a question. What question do you have, sweetheart? This is a free world. Ask your question, sweetie. I just got off from work, Dee, so I'm kind of hyped right now. It takes me a minute for me to wind down from work. So I'm just going to have a drink, talk to y'all for a little bit, and then, after a while, go upstairs, take a shower, and then go to bed. But yeah, I mean, that's about James. Yeah, I just wasn't gonna, stay there. But when he got off his chat and then turned on his music, whatever, I just had to go back to work, so I couldn't really, come back to his chat when he had the music, whatever, because I have to get back to work, get my job done, so I can come home. So I won't be there too much late. Although it's what I came home around 2 o'clock. It is an early day for me. I'm only there till like 3:30. I like both James and Sean, as you guys all know, and I think that a lot of people are over in James' chat for vindictive reasons. I mean, I know people who were there today. A lot of them were part of the group that I don't really deal with or talk about. So I think that they were there trying to start a pop with James and Sean, but I think that their friendship off of YouTube is strong enough that they can actually staying this. James is not a dumb person. James knows what's going on. James been around for a long time. And the fact that James, I think, is smart enough and wise enough and quick enough to actually peep that out, he's not going to let that bother or interfere with him or Sean's friendship outside of YouTube. You know, their friendship is goes deeper than what we even know about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's funny that people think that getting to one person is going to affect how they react and respond to someone else. That, I think that is kind of crazy. I think it's a weak move. Like I was saying earlier in my video today that I made today. Um, why do you think the enemy of your enemy is your friend? Or why do you think that you can befriend someone else's friend in order to turn them against the person that they were friends with before you guys started talking to them? Because there's a lot of people in that chat today that don't like Sean. I think they were trying to do that to prove a point. And funny thing about it is, I like the fact that James acknowledged them. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, James is neutral. His platform is a neutral platform. And the only reason why I think that they did that, it was to infuriate Sean. And the reason why I don't like certain people it's not because anything to do with Club Chat, which I'm a part of, but it had to do with the fact that they came into my chat a couple of weeks ago and started with me. You know what I'm saying? Said some really inappropriate things. You were there when it happened. They said some really inappropriate stuff to me. Then after that they made a video. They came into my on the video and wrote some inappropriate comments in my thing, which is like, don't come at me crazy because I didn't do anything to you. All I'm doing is reporting what you've done. You know what I'm saying? And if you do hypocrisy, I'm gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And point out why it's hypocritical for you to do and say what you did and said. Yeah, I don't have super chat, Miss Parker, but I do have Cash App. If you want that, just let me know. But I don't have super chat. I don't have super chat. I do have Cash App though. So if you want that, just let me know, sweetheart. And thank you for wanting to support. You don't have to do that, right? You really don't have to do that. But I really do appreciate the fact that you said you would like to do that. Yeah, it was making me upset as well. But then I realized, it doesn't affect me. You know what I'm saying? It's not me. And James is smart, and Sean is smart, and their friendship is much bigger than this YouTube thing. Because I started seeing like tons of people start coming in from that other side. I'm like, for real, y'all never been here before. Like, I've been supporting James for years, and y'all haven't been over there before. I never seen you guys' names. I never seen you guys speaking was not to him. All of a sudden now that Sean got old girl on the ropes, you know, it's like, it's a big deal. It's like, saying you want to prove a point. And I'm not sure who you prove a point to, but I guess, if you like it, I love it, I guess. But then, enough about James. Let's talk about what's going on with 7 Stars. Y'all saw her video yesterday? Y'all saw what, like, the whole rant she did against Miss D yesterday? Now, that was confusing to me. I didn't understand what was going on. Yeah, they definitely know what's going on, Mr. Risman. They definitely know what's happening. I must have been making let's talk the accoutrements. But yeah, like so I was at work, whatever, and I got a notification. Only watched her because I was in Miss D's chat, and Miss D said she was going off on her. And I'm like, what happened? What's going on? Whatever. And I guess it was because when yesterday, when Miss D was in Miss Diana's chat, she called in, whatever. They call her Slim Thick or Thick Love. That exactly. She was so angry. I don't understand what was going on. She was so angry. For what reason? I think they call it Thick Love now or something like that. But the thing is, the reason why Miss D even mentioned her in Deanna's chat was because she has a picture of Miss D on her community feed, and all Miss D said was, "Take my picture off your community feed," and that let her go into thick heaven. Yes, that's it. That's funny. Like, but thing is, funny about this, people choose to name themselves or call themselves stuff, but when someone else uses it on them, they get offended. Why would you put that you're thick having out there? Well, it's not. And then when someone referred to you as thick having, you get offended. Make that make sense to me. Just like me saying, I'm Sweet Georgia Browns. You know what I'm saying? And then someone call me that or use it in a. I don't call myself that, so don't call me that. But um, it's like me calling myself something that will be considered offensive if someone else says it or says it in a derogatory way. Then I won't get offended by that or get upset about that. You can't be upset about something that you put on yourself, that you deemed yourself, or that you called yourself, or that you put it out there was not, and you refer to yourself as that. So I guess so. After listening to Ms. D's video, whatever, because I'm a moderator for Ms. D, and I had that work, so I couldn't really do too much moderating once not, but I did talk about it. Well, in Seven's video, thing is, she started off very angry. She started off very hostile, very aggressive, and very threatening. And my thing is, I don't understand what you think you're going to accomplish by threatening somebody over this virtual camera. Because you're not going to go see Miss D in North Carolina. Miss D is definitely going to come see you. And the reality is that, what you were saying, Miss D already said, you know what I'm saying? You called her fat. Okay, what's that supposed to hurt someone's feelings? You called her. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to that in a second. Um, I know, but the thing is, she said all the things about Miss D was that, but her point, her thing, her reasoning for doing that was because Miss D used her name. I have that as well. I gotta find it first because I don't use that stuff. Um, but yeah, so when Ms. D was said that whole thing about Seven and Miss Anna's chat, I gotta find it, sweetheart. Give me 1 second. And nope, that's not it. And so when she did all that, let me see what it is. Yeah. Um, so yeah, when she did all that, Lord Jesus, I gotta find out what it is now. Shit. um, sorry, you guys. Miss Parker, I will get that for you. Give me 1 second, sweetheart. Let me finish the story right quick. Um, when Thank, thank heaven, you're right. Um, when she did all that, what the hell? Don't know that. So when she did all that, she was saying that Miss D said her name and Miss D offended her and all this stuff, and all she said was, take my picture off your page." And so when Seven did all that, I got upset about that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, she did all that, whatever. Seven started going up, calling her fat. Then she started attacking Miss Deanna and Sean as well. And it's like, why are you attacking people? What's not? Then she had the audacity to say to Miss D, "Don't say my name again. You better not say my name. I will fight an old lady," and all this stuff. So I'm like, first of all, I think Miss D can take you. I really do think Miss D can take you. Yeah, it was funny. It is funny. It's funny. Big Kevin is funny. I'm sorry. It's funny. But yeah, so then she started threatening Miss D. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be totally clueless and totally wrong. She kept saying, "I'm from LA. I'm from LA." Since when has LA been known to be one of the roughest cities here in America or across the world? I've heard of Baltimore being rough. I heard of Philly being rough. I heard of Flint, Michigan being rough. I heard of Chicago being rough. I heard of New York being rough. But when did LA become this hub of gangsters and hardcore people that like to fight? Now, I remember back in the early 90s, late 80s. The 90s period was not when there was a bunch of gangs and stuff, the Crips and Bloods being in LA. But other than that, I never knew LA to be this city of these rough and tumble people was not that can really get down and handle themselves with their hands. So she kept saying, I'm from LA, I'm from LA, and I'm a survivor, and I'm a foster kid. I don't understand what you're saying. LA's been rough always? Okay, well I never knew that. That's not one of the cities that comes to my mind when I'm thinking of a city that, you need to watch your back. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And it's nothing against LA. It's just the fact that I never known that it's been a tough city. I knew back in the days when I was growing up, that was a really hub of all the Crips and Bloods, gang activity, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, the whole boys in the hoods and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Type of situations. But that's not something that I've known. I know, and even Oakland was not has been known as being a rough city, but not to the point to where you'd be like, "Well, I'm from LA." Okay, what does that mean to me? Because it doesn't matter what city you're from; it's about how you can handle yourself, regardless of where you're at. But you're right, unknown. But that's everywhere, though. You know what I'm saying? I can say Atlanta is a rough city. Depends on where you go. You know, I can say, Seattle is a rough city. Depends on where you go in Seattle. You know what I'm saying? What neighborhood you go into. So when someone says stuff like, "Oh, I'm from LA," that means what does that mean? I don't understand what that means. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think of the worst cities in America or the high crime rate and stuff like that, LA is not one of the cities that comes forefront of mind. You know, people talk about constantly Chicago, Baltimore, stuff like that. Well, you're fine, sweetheart. Um, but yeah, you're fine, Miss Parker. I'm gonna get it to you, baby, in a second. It's just I don't. That's not something that I have in front of me right now. Have something. I know I wrote it down somewhere. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. But yeah, so yeah, I never. That's nothing I never knew. Like for her to keep saying that as a threatening thing and to threaten someone with that, I was just confused. Like, why would you be threatening someone first of all? And the reality is, what Ms. D said was correct because it's like, um, she actually exactly every place has the good and bad parts, whatever you know what I'm saying. Hey Duppy, how you doing? What's up? What's up, Duppy? But yeah, it's like, for you to be threatening somebody, well, it's not as if you're this tough girl that you know what I'm saying, because you had a rough life. We all have issues. We all have our own stories that we can tell. Then Seven went into telling her story about, her brother being shot and she found out her brother one leg still in the car when he was trying to get away because this was a drive-by, whatever. Then she went into the story about what happened to her sister, why her mom is in prison, things like that. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm just having me a cocktail and talking to you guys. I'm trying to eat some food at the same time. Um, yeah, so it's like she went into a story about how her mom is, and then how her grandma had a rough life, and her mom had a rough life, and how she has a rough life was. Now, so that means that I don't know what that meant. I don't understand what the story. I don't understand how that correlated with the story what she was trying to tell or the message she was trying to convey. I guess she means that don't mess with her because she's a tough girl. I guess. Okay, you know, but Ms. D, of course, do what Ms. D does and roasted her in a very highbrow, high class way. Ms. D's reads was college level. You know what I'm saying? Her reads was college level. It was. And seven was like, very elementary. Her reads was elementary. You know what I'm saying? It was something she's already said before. And the fact that she did threaten Ms. D was crazy. Well, I just got home from work not too long ago. That's why, I'm eating late tonight. Normally when I'm with you guys on the weekend, I'm home and I just cook late. But I'm just got home and that's why I'm eating a little later tonight. But yeah, she's threatening people was not. And Sam is like, well, I got this new federal job, whatever. Well, sweetheart, if you just got a federal job that you just passed the class, Okay, baby, I'll have it then. I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Miss Parker. You have a good night, sweetie. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, it is. It is unfortunate, you know. And my thing is, that's what I'm saying. Like, but my thing is, but like Miss D's, if you were in Miss D's chat, she did say have a stroke. You know, she told Miss D like have a stroke, whatever. But my thing is, Miss D also has a story to tell. Miss D also was a child of, you know, abuse and in the foster care system was not, you know. So they both have stories. And I think that when they both connected, they connected on that level of being two girls from Oakland, California, two black girls from Oakland. Bye, Miss Parker. You have a good night, sweetheart. Get some rest and sweet dreams to you. Um, and they connect on that level. And the fact that Ms. D. Ramsey is older than her, I think that Seven saw something motherly in Ms. D, because we all know Ms. D has a very motherly, warm, giving spirit. And, you know, that's when it started with them. That's how it started. That's how they kind of got together, was not. And then um, Seven attacked Ms. D because Ms. D made a reference to, you know, because of course Seven started attacking Sean, and Ms. D just said, I was there when Ms. D said it. Ms. D said, "Okay, Seven, you open this door, so don't get offended when Sean start attacking you." That's what Ms. D said, which is something true. When you attack someone for no reason, you can't get offended when. Yeah, she was definitely speaking from an angry, painful place in herself, and I understand that. And she mentioned, unknown, that what she said was, you know, she's been through stuff. So when you mention her family, it's not funny, it's not good. But this isn't the first time that people have mentioned Seven Stars family. You know what I'm saying? People have been talking about her mom being in prison for a while. People have been talking about her and how she lived and that house, wherever she lives, and the condition of where she lives for a while. Ms. D didn't talk about those things initially, the reason why she went off. Ms. D just said, take my picture off your community page, or we're going to expose you. She didn't say how she was going to expose her. She didn't say what she was going to expose. Seven was volunteering information to be used against her, such as how her brother died, how her sister got, you know, in the condition she's in now. And the funny thing about that is, when I was younger, living in Chicago, I knew a girl. She was a really, really pretty young lady who was raped so harshly and so bad that she's paraplegic now. You know, so that touched, because I knew a young lady personally about that situation. Probably Seven Star Sisters probably is not a paraplegic, but she said she was kind of mentally slow because the guy tried to kill her after molesting her at the age of 7, after breaking into her home and dragging her to an alley. So those type of things was not, as Seven was giving us information on. So you can't get mad because your volunteer information was not. And now that it is on YouTube and out there in the universe for all of us to hear and see and witness and play back what's not and use against you, you can't get mad because you put it out there what's not. And if you wasn't such, 'cause I don't have nothing against anybody. I don't have any, you know what I'm saying, irons in the fire of any fight. I like Ms. D, but I'm saying everyone knows that. And Seven, I like how she delivers her words. The words themselves are hurtful and harmful and full of anger and divisiveness and stuff. But I like how she delivers her um, speeches. You know what I'm saying? Her monologues, I should say. But if you attack somebody, well, it's not. They're going to use everything against you to hurt you. That's the whole point of having these beefs that people have on these YouTube things. It's to hurt you. It's to embarrass you. It's to roast and gag you. It's not to be your best friend. So when you give me information that I could possibly use to hurt you and to drive my point deeper into your soul to hurt you, you can't get mad. Especially when you started. Especially when you go so hard at other people for no reason. Now, My thing is with Seven is that, like I said, while I like her, was not I don't watch her often or much. I only watch it because exactly they know her trigger points because she gives it to them, especially tonight. Well, yes, I saw it tonight. It was yesterday, I guess. You know, she gave them her trigger points. Her trigger points is her brother. Her trigger points is her sister. Her trigger points is her life, her upbringing, what's not. The fact she's in a foster care system, the fact that she went through therapy, you know what I'm saying? The fact that she gained all that weight due to that. Those are her trigger points. Was that her mom being in prison? Was not why her mom's in prison? All those things are her trigger points, and she don't understand what's not. When you put yourself out there like that, what's not. People are going to use that against you, especially when you come to people very aggressively. People meet you with the same aggression that you put out there. Y'all know who watch my channel all talk about energy. Energy never goes away. Energy is all about being recycled and coming back to you. What you put out there is the same energy you're going to get back. You know what I'm saying? That you're going to get back in. It is cruel, I know, but at the same time, I understand what's not. If you know that if you share something with someone, you know what I'm saying, there are people out there that will use it against you because we see it every day, all day along on the YouTube street. You can, like, I'm talking to you guys right now, and if I choose to divulge information to you guys and someone else uses it against me, I could be upset and mad, but I put it out there myself. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you choose to research me and try to find out what you can use against me and what's not, that's something totally different. But if I put it out there because someone was fishing for it and I bit and you reel me in, that's on me at that point because we're all adults. I mean, we really are. And at some point, we need to take responsibility for ourselves. We need to start taking responsibility for ourselves. And I'm saying that doing it is a right thing to do. I'm saying that people do it. And I'm saying that if I was to be beefing with somebody, well, it's not. And I said from my very first video, I'm going to use every tool in my book to get you up off me. I'm going to use every tool in my tool case to get you up off me. And if that means I got to hurt your feelings and hurt your heart and break your soul, that's what that means. And it's not that I'm a cruel person. Was not. I'm not perfect. I'm still human. I have an ego. I have emotions as well. You're not going to hurt me and expect that. Hey, Gwen Daniels, how you doing? It is. I think it definitely is projected towards her. I mean, the anger she has for her mom is projected towards Miss D Ramsey. That's what I was saying a couple of minutes ago. That I think that Seven Stars saw Miss D Ramsey as a motherly figure or older black woman that was successful that she could learn from and get that nurturing and nourishment from. And when she attacked Miss D Ramsey, and Miss D Ramsey attacked her back and said, "I'm done with you," that was another sense of abandonment. Hey, Charlene Womack, how you doing, sweetheart? I saw you just subscribed to me. Thank you for doing that, sweetie. I appreciate it. You gotta say hello to Miss Charlene Womack. She just subscribed to me and she's speaking. So welcome, 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 sweetheart. Thank you so much. But yeah, so I think that she does project the anger from her mom onto D Ramsey. I think that she does. I think Miss D Ramsey hurt her when she said, "I'm through with you." But also, Miss D Ramsey had a affection for her as well, because I was there when Miss D Ramsey actually cried. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I think that Miss D Ramsey was hurt by Seven as well. But like Miss D Ramsey say all the time, I say this: if y'all are watching my videos, like from the very beginning of my YouTube career a couple months ago up until now, Miss D Ramsey. I mean, I tell people all the time, people are going. You guys are so nice. Thank you so much for greeting Charlene. See, Charlene, this is a safe place, sweetheart. We have fun over here. We talk a little shit, and we're a little messy at times, but we have fun over here. We have drinks as well, so we have fun over here. Um, but yeah, Miss D Ramsey said she is easily. I am unknown for now. Your name is long. That's cute. But yeah, Ms. D. Ramsey tell you, she can easily walk away from you because her background of being a foster child and being moved from place to place to place to place. She can pack up and go at any time and leave you right where you are. And that's what she did with Seven. And I guess Seven didn't understand that, you know. And it's like, people don't understand. People tell you who they are. People show you who they are. It's up to you to believe that and trust them and who they say they are. I mean, you can trust. I mean, you can believe them when they tell you something well it's not. But it's up to you. Once they show you who they are, it's up to you to take that and understand that, okay, yeah, they said this. That's what's going on. She was thinking, oh, well, this is a safe place, and yeah, you know, this is a safe place. Yeah. So at least you found one of them. There's several safe places here, you know. But don't hold it against me if I have to snap off on somebody. It's because they attacked me first. And like I was telling them, Charlene, I will use every tool in my toolbox to get you up off me. If that means me hurting your feelings, oh well, leave me alone and I won't bother you. All I'm doing is reporting what people put out here on these YouTube streets. And you don't have to like it, you don't have to like me. But if you don't want me to talk about it, don't put it on these YouTube streets. Don't expose yourself. Because once you expose yourself, I'm going to talk about it. I don't have an opinion one way or the other. Who am I to right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, Carisha Jones. How you doing, sweetheart? You doing good? What you doing up so late, baby? It's late. It's 2:45. I'm up because I just got in from work basically not too long ago. But yeah, so I understand the fact that Seven attacked Miss DeRamsey so aggressively. When I say aggressively, it was really aggressive. And then for her to be threatening, she was like yelling and screaming. I can imagine she was, if I saw a picture of her talking, she would be foaming at the mouth. Like she was going off for no reason. Don't you ever say my name. Don't you ever say my name. My name better not come out your mouth. First off, Ms. D. Ramsey owns to be your mom. So why are you speaking to her in such a disrespectful tone, but you want her to respect you? Thank you. No problem. Y'all my people. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your time. I appreciate that. Time is precious. It's the only thing in this world that you can get back. You can't get back time. So y'all giving me this time now. I'm flattered and grateful. So thank you. Well, I think D's gonna be fine. I truly do think that D is gonna be fine. My thing is like Miss D said, Miss D's not. I won't say she's not afraid of Seven, but I don't personally feel that Miss D is afraid of Seven. I do believe that Miss D will protect herself at every means necessary. You know, Miss D, like I said, she is a Marine. She has a license gun holder. She's registered to carry a gun. She was a sniper, she said, or a sharpshooter in the Marines. Miss D's okay, and I think Miss D can handle herself in fisticuffs as well. Oh, hey Gwen, how are you? You doing good? You said that's good. What y'all are night owls like me, I guess. And I stay up so late because I don't like I said I work late. I normally get home around 3 o'clock anyway. So when I get home, I don't go to bed till like 5 o'clock in the morning anyway because you have to wind down from work. You just can't go straight to bed when you're working, no matter how exhausted you are. Speaking of that, the other night I was damn near in a car accident because I was falling asleep at the wheel. When I got home, I was like wide awake. It was crazy. Well, not really a car accident. I was just like nodding off. So you understand what I'm talking about? I'm unknown for now. You understand? Those night shifts are crazy. I was in bed at 10 a.m. Now, I mean, what were you doing? This up so late and early at the same time. Going to bed at so late and early. But yeah, so I didn't understand why Seven was so aggressive in her response. Because someone asked me to take Oh, see, Charlene. See, that's what I do sometimes when I hear all this information. I'll be at work, so I have to try to type and stuff and communicate in between doing some work. Okay, so I definitely understand. I definitely understand. Oh, you guys, thank you so much. I hope I'm helping your work night, work day, work situation become better. Yeah, I work like second shift, but I don't leave until the work is actually done. So I have to wait, and I also got to wait for people to come into my facility so I can make sure that they bring everything they need to bring in and make sure it's done. It's crazy, but we finished early tonight, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I just understand all the aggression. I understand all the aggression. I understand all the animosity and all the ugliness and divisiveness that was coming from Seven Stars' mouth. I mean, if Ms. D said something bad to her, I guess she said she did kept saying that Ms. D threatened her. And I guess she took they had a really strong connection. It was like a really quick, strong connection. Like me and Ms. D has a strong connection. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why like I didn't actually be her mom. She made me her mom because we have a connection, you know what I'm saying, over this YouTube thing. You know, like I made my mom, which I don't see right now. But she'll get me tomorrow when she see that I came on live. But we have a connection, you know what I'm saying? And it's like when you have that connection, when you had a connection well, it's not, you know, and it's broken and you can't deal with it and you have all this other baggage that you're carrying with you as well, as far as, you know, mommy issues basically, or daddy issues, or abandonment issues in general. When someone says, I'm done with you because you hurt me, you don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that. And I think that's what Ms. D was when she said, I'm done with you. Because Steffi did hurt her because Ms. D actually cried in that live when she, you know what I'm saying, told Steffi she had to let her go because she was just too triggering for Ms. D. You know what I'm saying? That's not how you behave as an adult. You know what I'm saying? You don't just snap off on people and then apologize and think that that's supposed to be okay. You know, you don't do that. You handle things as adults. You have a conversation. You talk about it. You talk things through. You talk things out. And if you have a real problem with somebody what's not on here, especially as content creators, it's easier to hit someone up and say, please contact me at 123 at gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? And then and hit my phone number and let's talk about it what's not and let's discuss it as adults. But when your first reaction is to snap off with somebody that you have a connection with, no one, I don't say no one, I wouldn't put up with that. You don't get one real nasty cuss out, make it right or wrong, but you don't get one real nasty cuss out, and I'm gonna be done with you. Point blank, period. And regardless of what you say, y'all know who see my videos. I don't do apologies. Because when you apologize for something, you did something that you were trying to do anyway. You're apologizing for something that you truly feel. And I can't fault you. It's very abusive. It's like an abusive relationship. Like I can't tell people else now I love you and then bruise your face and watch you walk around with a swollen lip or a blackened eye or busted nose or a fractured jaw or busted eye socket was that I caused. How can I say I love you if I want to see that to see you in that condition? That would break my heart to see that, you know, I caused that kind of pain on somebody that I love. And then thinking that everything's going to go back to normal and everything's going to go back to where it was. No, you know, we as people, um, we are strong and we're resilient, but we're also about making choices in life. And if you choose not to be hurt or affected that way again by someone that you very rarely or barely know, that's a choice. Like people in our everyday lives that we talk to on an everyday basis, like our work, our family, our partners, our whatever relationships that we're in, we have to be in those relationships where it's not. We don't have to be in these YouTube ships. We don't have to be, you know what I'm saying, in these type of things. This is a choice. We do this for fun. We do this for entertainment. We do this to bring joy to other people, whatever. You know, well, that's why I do it. I don't know about everybody else, but that's why I do it. You know, and so if someone chooses to be abusive to me or tries to mistreat me in a way where it's not, my choice at that point is to back away from you. My choice at that point is to leave you alone. My choice at that point is to leave you where you were, where you are. It's not about, well, I like you, so therefore I'm gonna put up with some bullshit from you. No, I'm not gonna put up with bullshit for you because I don't have to. Not only that you will eventually break, it's unnecessary because it doesn't have to be. Because the only person that truly has to be around you is you. So every time I look in the mirror, there's only two pair of eyes looking back at me, and that's me. You know what I'm saying? People around you. My mom taught me. Debbie, Miss Mysterious Mermaid, you know as well. Y'all been with me for a while. Y'all always here, so y'all know how I am. Um, yes, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. If you stay, you will eventually break. Not only break, you will eventually be less of who you are and less who and what you're meant to be, because you're allowing someone to take a piece of you every time they break you down. Every time someone hurts you, you're allowing them to take a piece of you away from yourself. That's why people who have been in these long-term abusive relationships stay so much longer than they probably should, because they have allowed someone to take a little bit of them, a little bit of their spirit, a little bit of their, um, I'm trying to say, a little bit of their soul every time they talk down to them, or every time they probably hit them, every time they say something to them that was mean. You allow someone to take that away from you if you don't respond or leave that situation. Let them know, hold up, I don't like the way you talk to me. Hold up, I don't like how you said that. Dignity, that's the word. Thank you. You know what I meant. Exactly. You're right. I am unknown for now. You're right. When you wish harm on other people, was not that comes back to you. That comes back to haunt you. That affects you as a person. That affects your good energy and your good spirit. Was not that's coming to you because you're wishing that negative, nasty, ugly divisiveness onto someone else. And when you put that curse, like that, it is a curse with your mouth. When you speak those evil words and nasty words to somebody, was not that comes back around and gets you. Oh yeah, that comes back around to get you, us not, and that's not like I always try to preach in my thing in my videos, whatever. I try not to do that. Granted, I'm still human. I'm still human, so I make mistakes, and I'm not perfect. Nor do I ever proclaim to be perfect or want perfection in my life. But I do try to be the best person I was meant to be. And when I say I don't do apologies because if I say something harmful, I meant for it to be harmful, but I don't wish death or sickness or illness on people else not. I just want to use what you told me about yourself against you. But I always say that was not. Just like I say, when I say something, I mean it. But when I say it, it's because I'm not looking you up. It's because you said it. You know, it's not because I'm trying to be an asshole and that towards you. It's because you are being mean to me. I asked you to stop. I asked you to be nice. I asked you to leave me alone, and you chose not to do that. So that tells me that you don't respect me. You don't like me. So in order for me to get you away from me, it's time for me to, what I'm saying, aggressively ask you again. you know, it's time for me to aggressively ask you again. And people don't understand that, whatever. You know, I'm not going to sit here and be abused by you. I'm not going to sit here and allow you to talk to me any kind of way or treat me any kind of way. Then expect me to sit here and still be cordial and nice to you. No, be nice to me and I'll be nice to you. Be rude to me, I'll walk away. You keep being rude to me, I'm gonna let you know to leave me alone. And this is how you're gonna do it. And it is what it is. You can choose to be offended all you want to, but the reality is, I've warned you. I typically give you one warning. That's all you need to do. If someone asks you to leave them alone, leave them alone when they ask, not when you want to, not when you get around to it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't feel like bothering you today, so therefore I'm going to leave you alone today, but I may be back on you tomorrow. No. If we have a disagreement, if we agree to disagree and say, okay, well, I don't want to talk to you anymore, don't talk to me anymore, do that. Leave it at that. If you want to visit their chat, whatever, be in the bushes and visit their chat. You don't have to, what I'm saying, make yourself known. You don't have to. This is a jalapeno pepper. I know this is horrible. Even it's late at night. Exactly, respect each other. And a lot of things that happen on the YouTube streets is that there's not mutual respect for people. You know, we're different for a reason. We don't always have to be the best of friends. We don't always have to be in each other's face. You know, I don't agree. Although I like um everyone that I talk to and talk with on here, I don't have to agree with everything that you're saying. And y'all see me in these chats and stuff like that. And I'm not here giving my own opinion in someone else's chat. I'm talking about what they're talking about. I'm saying hi to people that's in the chat that I know that I talk to and that says hey to me, and that's it. I'm not voicing my own personal beliefs and opinions in someone else's chat. I'm there not to be a content creator. I'm there to be a subscriber at that moment. At that moment, I'm there to be an observer at that moment. I'm not there to try to saying insert myself in someone else's chat to saying take it over. You guys are right. Respect is something huge that I think that we haven't been respected for so long in our community that we think that it's okay to talk to people any kind of way. Sorry, you guys. I don't know how else you can eat cheese, string cheese, or shredded cheese, like that. You know, I think that we've been so used to being disrespected by others that we haven't learned or act for respect or demanded respect from each other or even from ourselves. Because I do it all the time in my real life. I don't ask for respect. I demand it. I demand it because I give it to you. You know, um, at my part-time job that I'm going to tomorrow morning. Well, shit, this morning, um, there's a young lady who is very aggressive. She's very aggressive, and I'm cool with her because I don't care about your aggression and all that other stuff. I'm gonna do what I want to do, um, regardless. But the other week, she turned that aggression to me because I asked a question. Because I asked a question for clarification, and she wanted to get smart. So my response was smart based on her response to me for asking the question. And so she had this little attitude for like a couple hours. I'm like, sweetheart, do you think that bothers me? You have an attitude and walk around pouting, and, you know, with all that. Do you think I'm taking that with me? It's causing you to spend more energy doing that opposed to just getting over what just happened. And she realized that she's right because I don't argue with people. You know what I'm saying? I don't go back and forth with people. You know what I'm saying? Who does time for that? I'm a grown ass man, you know, with a whole life. And for me to be mad at you and to be ignoring you and walking by you and and all that stuff, I ain't got time for that. And so she started laughing and she realized that really, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm not going to argue with you. That what she wants. She feeds off that type of energy from people. Oh, I know they don't like me, but I don't care. I know they don't like me, but I don't care. I know that they talk about me, but I don't care. You don't? Okay. Now walk away from her. You know what I'm saying? Leave her right where she's at. Why you walk away? Because I don't do that. That's not what I do. I don't do that. That's not what I do. You know, life is too short for me to sit up here and argue with you and fuss with you or listen to you fuss about somebody else. That doesn't affect me. When I leave out these doors, whatever happened in these doors is still here. Just like whatever happens in my real life, I don't bring into this building. You know what I'm saying? So if something happens to me outside of this building, it's outside this building. And that's why I'll pick it up, I'll drop it off before I enter these doors and pick it up when I leave these doors. And y'all walk around here with all these personal issues as if I really care or anyone really cares. No one really cares. You know, they be like, I don't know how you do it all the time. You just come in and you're the same person all the time. I have to be the same person all the time because I'm one person that can live with myself or have to live with myself on a continuous basis. Y'all have a choice. Oh yeah, weeks later, she's always doing that. Yeah, it's always that. Someone says something to her she don't like. She's mad for years. Why are you mad? It takes more energy to sit around and be mad. What you mean? Yes, I will. What you want me to break down, sweetheart? Christian, what we gonna break down, baby? That was like a Vlasic pickle. Y'all see how crunchy that was? They had homemade pickles, so it's kind of sweet and spicy, delicious. Which we're gonna break down. But yeah, so I don't do all that anger and back and forth. Okay, which one we break down? I know you're not being funny. I know you're being serious. But yeah, it's like I don't do all that. Life is too short for me to be upset and angry with people. If I don't move food with you no more, I just don't fool with you. If I don't want you around me, I ask you to please remove yourself from my presence. And if you don't choose to do that, I remove myself. You know, people don't say like I can work with you without being ugly about it. Yes, I'm ready, baby. Are you ready? I'm definitely ready. I know. Yeah, I know. No, I knew you talking duppy when I said this song. This tastes like a Vlasic pickle. I said it to be funny, and you caught it and you laughed. That wasn't as crunchy. Still good though. Yeah. So I think that it isn't going to be resolved. And then Stephanie says something also like, don't have me go back to the person I used to be before. I used to go to therapy. I went to therapy twice a week. Like, sweetheart, you giving people all kind of ammunition against you. Stop it. You know, and then you get mad if someone goes to throw it back up in your face. I know it's cruel, but when you're battling on these streets, you can't tell nobody how to fight. Like I can't tell if I hit you with a rock and you pull out a AK-47 and empty the clip on me. I shouldn't hit you with a rock. It is what it is. That's how I think about it. And it's not something that I think is horrible. Whatever. I think that you need to really be careful about what you do and what you say to people and what you if you put out there. If you haven't dealt with it truly, you could have went to therapy and stuff like that. But if you didn't deal with the information or the situation thoroughly and truly, it still hurts you, and it's okay. But be honest about it to yourself first. To thy own self, be true. Everybody else to be okay because you only got to live with yourself. Like I said earlier, when you look in the mirror, you have to like what you see in the mirror. When you look in the mirror, you have to like what's going on. You have to like what's looking back at you. You know, it's not up to me to like you. It's up to you like yourself. It's up to me to show you respect. It's up to me to, you know, not be cruel for any unwanted reasons. Oh yeah, most therapists have therapists, and therapy is not a bad thing. What I'm saying is that if you haven't dealt with your issues, don't take your issues out on someone else who have nothing to do with your issues. And I think that that is what Seven is doing with Miss D. I think that Seven's issues goes deeper than even she knows, or she probably knows she probably don't want to deal with them. And her going to therapy isn't a bad thing. It's just something that you need to continue doing until you're totally healed. And sometimes you're never healed because you always have those dark places. Like when people get dark at hand. Hey, Miss Leo, what y'all doing up? Waiting on you, baby girl. Waiting on you. Yeah, like we discussed that earlier, Miss Carisha. Baby, yeah, I said yeah. That's them trying to get back at Sean. I think by befriending James and being prevalent in James's chat. I think that um, they were told, they were ordered to go over there. I think they were ordered to go over there, and they took those orders. and they, went over there and they all made themselves known that they were there. And I think that James was smart and played the game with them, not as a slight to Sean, but to let them know that he knows what they're doing by calling them out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, lockhead boss lady. Oh, hey, da 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 person. Oh, hey, da da da. Hey, da da da. Hey, da da da. James is smart. James is crafty, and that's a good thing, you know, because James know that the fact that they're beefing with Sean. James know that they don't like Sean, and I think that James know that they're trying to cause some kind of wedge between him and Sean, and he letting them know that it's not gonna happen. You know, like I said, James and Sean has a friendship outside of YouTube. They have a relationship outside of YouTube. They talk outside of YouTube. You know, and my thing is, I have friends that I don't talk to all the time, but if they need me, I'm right there. If they need me or I need them, they're right here. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have to talk every day. We don't have to let everybody know that we're friends. But when I need them or they need me, we're there for each other. And I think that's the type of friendship that James have with Sean. It's not for us to know what that friendship is. It's not for us to be aware and of everything that goes on within both of their lives. I think that it's more in tune with a true friendship. You know what I'm saying? Not a YouTube ship. But I was going to say, on that note, at the same time, Miss Dees told Seven Stars that, you know, if she ever truly, really needed her, she would be there for her. And I truly believe that. I believe that Miss D would be truly there for Seven Stars if Seven Stars ever needed her, you know. And I think that that's what people don't understand. Like, I think that the members of Club Chat, the active ones and the ones that's not as active, are really compassionate people. I think that we are really compassionate people. I think that we're really um, loving people, and we want everyone to succeed. I think that we want everyone to be their best self, and we don't mind helping you and encouraging you. No problem, sweetheart. This is I'll answer anything. And doesn't mean my answers is always accurate. It's just answers and what I think, our opinion. And I appreciate you asking the question. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that when people ask questions like that, especially serious questions or questions that they may be pondering, I think that they respect your opinion. So that's why they ask that question. At least that's what I like to think. So even if you don't respect the opinion, I like to think you do. um, but yeah, I think that the members of Club Chat is really compassionate people. And I think that that's why we get along with each other. And even if we don't always agree with everything that each other says or does, we're compassionate enough to, you know, actually respect each other, you know, on that front. I think that, a lot of people don't understand that well. It's not, like I said, I'm not caping for anyone. I don't cape for anyone. I don't do that. What I do is recognize real and, respect that because I know that no one really has to be watching my channel or tuning in. Thank you, sweethearts. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's really tough to even watch that situation and talk about that, Ms. Leo, because it's really tough because I know it was a deep connection there. And it was a deep connection on so many different levels on both of their parts. And I think that, yeah, I try to be, because I'm consistent. I played you guys a couple, I think my last live or so, the last video, well, my first video that I did, and it's the same message. It's the same person. I'm the same. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be the same person if I have one person, 100, 1,000, 1,000,000 people that tune in to watch. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about quality, not quantity. You know what I'm saying? You know, I heard someone the other day brag about them getting monetized and stuff like that within 3 months or about 3 months, less than 4 months since they've been on here. And to me, that's not the goal for me. You know, I work 3 jobs for a reason. I work hard for a reason. Me being monetized on YouTube, if it happens, great. I'll take the money. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it. You know, I can, I mean, do my equipment better. You know what I'm saying? Buy a better computer, buy better lights. Buy more rhinestones, more beads, more fabric. You know, to do more stuff online. Buy more editing software and stuff like that. But that's not my goal. My goal isn't to make money off of YouTube. I'm sorry, it isn't. You know, People may think, oh, well, you're lying. No, if I ever wanted to build my platform quickly, y'all know how I know how to build my platform. Talk mess and say put people's names in my titles. You can go through my whole catalog of videos and you may find three people's names in my titles. While I talk about them all day long in my videos, because that's what YouTube is about, their names won't be in my titles. Because I'm not trying to have people come in here thinking they're gonna get that type of energy over here. No. That doesn't mean that I'm soft and some kind of punk that won't check you quickly. Y'all know that's not the case. Y'all know that's not the case. I think it's unfortunate. I think it's really unfortunate because I think that there was genuine love and affection there, and I think that I think that Seven doesn't understand that. I don't know how to accept true, genuine affection. I don't think she ever truly felt that because she was in a foster home since a young age. I know what you said. I know what you meant, baby. No comment because you want to keep your opinions to yourself. Oh, yes, definitely. You said she seems possessive. I think this is just my opinion. It could be wrong. It could be correct. It could be whatever. But it's just my opinion. I think that she don't know how to handle emotions. I think she's been cut off from emotions for so long, based on what she's been through in her life, that her emotions that she have presents itself as anger, opposed to trying to work through and deal with the emotions that she's going through. So she presents her emotions as anger. That's what I feel personally. But that's just me. Because I know sometimes when I'm confused or when I don't know something or I try to get clarification on something, she didn't. She didn't, Carissa. She didn't. And so that's why I know it's deeper with Miss D than it was with Pretty T. It's deeper. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say she don't know how to handle her emotions. She didn't know how to handle the emotions that she had toward Miss D. Hey, distinctly, how you doing, sweetheart? Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. You been in the bushes all this time, sweetie? Exactly. You're right about that, Miss Leo. Who is supposed to hear you will come. You're right. You're right. So that just um you're right about that. You are right about that. It's that whole type of thing. You imprint on someone what's not, and when you think they're not what you had built up in your own mind, in your own psyche, of what that to be, it's disappointment, and you've been disappointed so much in your life that you just lash out because you had built them up to this person or this figure or this image that you had in your mind that you get thrown off and thrown off kilter when they don't react or respond the way you think or thought they should have reacted and responded, which I think is a true detriment to human conditioning anyway, because we put people on pedestals, we put people on these ideal things, and it's not the truth. You guys, I did a video earlier today when I finished my mask. Those of you who was here when I did my mask a couple of days ago, I'm gonna get that mask so I can show you guys. I want y'all to see it. It turned out beautifully. Y'all give me 1 second, please. And y'all want to babysit for me? Y'all want to babysit for me? Don't go nowhere. Babysit, please. Make sure he don't drink my drink, because you know how he is. He's real shady. Y'all, was he good? Y'all, he act a fool. It's like he had some of this drink too. Damn bear. I'm missing the pickle. See? Y'all not watching him. Y'all like that, don't you? Ain't that nice? Isn't that nice though? Is this nice? Y'all see those teardrops, right? That teardrops right here, here, and here. But yeah, so I finished that the other day. Thank you, you guys. So what I've been doing is just looking at other stuff that I need to get. Because like I said, that's just one of the masks that I did. Yeah, I did that. I started it the other day. I started the video was I think it was something called adding a little beauty into this world. That's why I started doing that, and basically something happened where I got cut off, and I just kept doing it before I went to work, and then when I got back from work, I let it dry, and then I was finishing the rest of it. Just stoned it, you know. It's for Vegas Gate 2020. So that's just one thing that I did. I don't know if I'm gonna wear it or not, but I just wanted to do it. You know, the designs of living designs. But yeah, I think that it is an unfortunate incident. I think that Ms. Dika really helped Seven, you know, deal with some of the trauma that she's experienced in her life. You know, help her do some healing. But you can't help everybody. Like I tell people all the time, I don't push rocks up hills. You have to want to be helped. You have to want to be better. You have to want to do better. I can want it for you all day long, but if you don't want it for yourself, there's nothing I can do for you. Thank you. Well, yeah. So what's been going on? What else happened? It was exactly as I was saying, Miss Leo, that Ms. D's just basically saying that she won't allow someone to treat her any kind of way. That's why she said she can walk away at any time. You know what I'm saying? She learned that as a foster. Like we all have coping mechanisms that we do that we have learned through our lives to help us succeed in life. You know, and one of these coping mechanisms is, you know, to leave people where they are. You know, she'll try to help you. She'll show you interest was now, show you how to get there, but you got to help yourself. Just like with her sister slumber party, she said that they want to sponsor someone who may not be able to pay the full thing to go, but you have to come up with some type of thank you. I am unknown for now. Appreciate it. Just a little something. I'm crafty like that. Um, you have to be able to initiate something. I don't watch like I stopped watching a lot of TV. Like I watch stuff like Bull, Law and Order, SWAT, stuff like that. I'm not really into reality shows anymore. It's like I watch Project Runway. I watch RuPaul Drag Race like that. I don't watch a lot of Housewives anymore. You're absolutely right. Distinctly, she did start her platform, but she started her platform beefing with people, keeping for Toxic K. You know, come out the door swinging. That what she started her platform with. She started her platform that way. But that's why I say all the time. How you start your platform is how your platform's going to be, and then we got how you try to change. If you're known and get all these views and get monetized based on you beefing and fighting with everybody, whatever, that's what you have to do to keep that up in order for you to give the people what they want. You give the people raw meat and carnage, they're going to expect that from you. You can't walk around giving them vegetables now. Uh-uh. You have to give them carnage. That's what they expect from you. They expect you to give them the raw meat. They expect you to give them, the ins and outs. Hey, Miss Deborah, how you doing, sweetheart? What you doing up so early, sweetie? Or up so late? What you doing? Miss D does hold back. Miss D does hold back a lot because we know what she can do if she wants to roast and gag. And y'all saw her today. She was very reserved. Tonight she was very reserved. Very. Who's Daniel? Who's Daniel? Tell you, well, Daniel was behaving. Her name is not Daniel. Whoever you're talking about. Oh, Danielle on Housewives. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. She was, but she always behaved. But she's the same. She behaved badly. That's what she's known for. She's been behaving badly since season one. Yes, emotional drama and craziness gives you more views and clicks. People want and like the sensationalism of it. They like the sensationalism. They like the carnage, like the craziness. Hey, be careful now. Driving and texting and stuff. Be careful. Be careful. The thing is, main thing is that I started watching Seven when she was on Sean's chat that one time when her, Sean, and Wiley was getting into it and she was trying to help Wiley. Oh, I know. I ate today at 10 o'clock at night because that was when my lunch break was. I'm up because I just got home like an hour and a half ago or so. So I'm just trying to wind down. So I definitely understand what you mean by having lunch break and, you know, late at night. What I had today? I had a fish sandwich today. Fish sandwich, fries, and coleslaw. It was good. And an orange. But yeah, she is known for that. It's always in this because it's always someone else's fault. It's always someone else's fault. It's always what someone else did. You eat late too all the time, W. So don't act like it's my fault. Your lunch. um, Well, we're living in the handmaid's tales now. Shit, with the new abortion laws here in Georgia and Alabama. If people aren't careful, so they're gonna take away everything, all rights. It starts with just one right and see how far they can go. And next thing you know, they're taking away rights of same-sex couples, human rights, to take away rights of interracial marriages and interracial dating, stuff like that. So it starts with one thing like that, where people think, well, that's I believe in this certain thing, but next thing you know, breakfast is 4 o'clock. I see. But yeah, it starts with people taking away rights, and next you know, we're living in a handmaid's tale. Well, or the Minority Report, where you got to get permission even to have a child. You know, it's crazy. You don't say a mouthful there, Miss Leo. Everyone's just responding to something. Like I tell you all the time, if someone comes to me and attacking what's not, you're attacking me because I'm talking about what you put online. I understand you may get offended by what I say because you think I have no place in saying it. But guess what? You have no place to put it online. I think that no one's gonna talk about it. So if you attack me, whatever, I can say, yeah, I spoke about what you said and what happened was not. I won't blame you. You know what I'm saying? It's just my opinion. You don't have to like my opinion. You're okay. So I'm okay with that. But some of these people just attacking people out the blue for no reason whatsoever, just for clickbait. And speaking of that, um, this whole Jay Wilson, Fibe, and Sean thing is ridiculous. Let's talk about it. Because Sean never accused Jay Wilson of anything. What Sean did was pull up someone sent Sean videos, you know what I'm saying, of videos of Jay Wilson talking about what's going on. It shouldn't be a thing, but it is. You're fully right, it shouldn't be a thing, but it truly is. Uh, sorry about that. Put a piece of pickle on my teeth. Um, but Sean never said Jay Wilson did anything. What Sean said was Sean put up a video and said, listen to the video. I suggest you pretty much start at this mark right here. That's when they got about what's the topic at hand. And I listened to the whole video, of course, was not. And it does lead to questions of if you knew that this lady's niece was talking to this grown man on YouTube was not in a sexual provocative way, why didn't you say anything? Or why didn't you mention it when it all broke, basically? Now that was Sean aspect of it. Now the Fibe aspect of it was she gets on her video was not and says Sean accused him of something. Sean never said anything. What Sean did, however, was point people's attention to that video that Jay Wilson made almost a year ago. Both videos, actually, the one that he was interviewing with the aunt. Jezebel, you're right. That's really right. Exactly. People want to hear what they want to hear. And so then Jay Wilson gets on his video and make a video. Then you're right, Miss Deborah. Then Jay Wilson gets on his video was not and thanks Fibe as to say she was speaking the truth when she wasn't, because what she was saying, like Ms. Deborah said, was lies. Sean never said what she said he said. Sean never did what she said he did. He just said, "This is a video. Look at it. I suggest you start at this mark right here." And next thing you know, Sean probably saying that he called on Jay Wilson co-conspirator, all this stuff. No, the video shows that he knew about it. The video shows that he interviewed old girl's auntie. Old girl's auntie was upset about that. That's what the video showed. How did I lie? The words came out of Jay Wilson's mouth. Sean never called him anything. Exactly. Exactly, Ms. Leo. It never implicated him in anything. It never said he did anything. It said that, like you said, it said he had the tea. It said that he had information prior to all this even happening. I'm see. That's one thing is like people think that ganging up with someone's enemy makes them exempt or makes them, you know what I'm saying, better than. Not knowing and or understanding that the enemy of my enemy is not my friend. You know, we may be beefing with the same people at this moment, but didn't you do the same thing to Jay Wilson when you made the little joke? So you said that he was in Trump by trade, and then you also say 5'8" that he looked ridiculous with that thing on his head and take it off. Like she's clowning you, Jay Wilson, but because she gave you or she's talking about Sean Bradley in an unflattering way, you're willing to look past all of that in order for you to try to implicate Sean in some nonsense and BS. Make that make sense, Pastor. Make that make sense. Well, they both shade each other. You're right about that. But my point is, if I'm shading you, I'm not going to then try to link up with you because I'm mad at somebody else. Because we're both mad at the same person at the same time. You know, and he shaded her after she shaded him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to look at the cause of what's going on and why it's going on. Why is it going on? Why did she shade him about the trade thing? Yeah, his phone did go off on the gay sex app while he was on live. He did, it did. But that was months ago. Why did it have to do with anything? What did it have to do with anything? Why would she bring that up? He asked in his live today or whatever it was recently. Um, exactly, 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 Ms. Leo. But he was upset prior to that though. Like nothing is. That's why I don't trust him. I'm sorry, I don't trust him. I can't trust somebody who don't. Anyways, but yeah, So then he was like saying, why would Sean have to bring it up? Sean didn't bring it up. He just made the video known to people that a video was out there where you interviewed about it and you pretty much talked about it. It's not so many words. That's what he did. Why would he bring it up? Because it's information. It's content. Why would you bring up how he looked again? And why would you bring up the fact that he dyes his beard with or use Beijing on his beard? When you, sir, have a great goatee that you dye with Just for Men or with Beijing or whatever coloring and dye products that you choose to use. See, I don't do hypocrite very well. I really don't. I really don't do hypocrite very well. It really angers me when people are hypocritical. Exactly. Sean was one of the only people saying that people need to mind his own business about his sexuality. It's not important. But we'll get on that in a second. That's my whole point, Ms. Deborah. That's my whole point. You want to make yourself look strong by aligning yourself with people that are known liars, known deceptive people, known to be um, just not good people, not having good moral standings, having no integrity. But yet you want to align yourself with these people because you think it makes you look stronger and you guys have a common enemy. That's why I say the enemy of my enemy is not my friend. These people think they are. These people think that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. They're not your friend. Because if you watch them, you see the patterns that they do and what they say. You see the patterns and how they conduct themselves. Makes no sense. Oh yeah, at one like if you watch my video today, Miss Leo, that I made on my way to work, I mentioned the whole CPS, yeah, chapter video that Sean made a couple months back where 5B called in and was like, "Oh yeah, we're all part of club chat, and if you don't like this, you can go to hell and kiss our ass and get away from us," type of thing. He's my king and da 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 other. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, he's the worst person in the world. Okay, because he won't give you what you want. It makes no sense. Exactly. You make a video about him breathing, next thing you know, he's polluting the air, whatever the case may be. But you know, before the whole Vegas cake video was released a couple Saturdays ago, it already had like 12 dislikes before they saw anything. All they saw was the thumbnail and the title of the video. Next thing you know, it had all these dislikes. It had all these thumbs downs. So it don't matter what he does or what Club Chat does or even what Club Chat does, people have this vendetta against him, which is crazy. You have to pay to be nosy. They have to pay to dislike something. They have to pay for information. Like it's crazy. Exactly, Miss Leo. Exactly. But now he is this horrible person. Like when you want something from him or from anyone on here, they're the best person in the world. That's your love, that's your family, that's your boo, that's your boyfriend, that's your husband, that's your cousin. You're licking your lips, thrusting your pelvis, and all these other things. Well, it's not. And as soon as you get mad, they're the first faggot, they're the first gay person, they're the first whatever you call them was not, you know. And then you get mad when they attack you back. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. How dare you talk this way to me? How dare you speak to me this way? How dare you treat me this way? I'm a woman. No, you what he called you because you attacked him. You harassing him. You're putting his name in your mouth. Leave people alone. As long as they leave me alone, they mean that. They don't mean leave me alone when you want to. It means leave me alone now. Exactly. That's why the hashtag is Sean's fault. So blame it on Sean. Blame it on Sean because it makes no sense. You know, everything that happened, blame it on Sean. So like 5A, like even when she did the whole reporting about the popcorn was not. If I have a gluten allergy, and gluten is into a lot of stuff, be it seasoning, spices, whatever the case may be, and I may ask you, um, I may ask. Here's a matching video. That's not what I did. That's not what I want. Leave me alone. You know, I may ask, does it have gluten in it because I have gluten allergy? And if you don't know, I'm selling it as a fundraiser. I didn't make the popcorn. I don't know what's going on. And Fabian's like, oh, and he knew and they knew. How dare you sell it? Girl, shut up. You're not reporting anything. You're sounding stupid for someone who knows what's going on. You sound crazy. And if you saw The email that he sent her was not that was nothing like saying, "What's up, baby? How you doing? I find you sexy. April's out of town at this time. You mind if I come see you?" Or I can tell her that I was on a business trip with. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing like that. There was no implication whatsoever about anything revolving him liking her or wanting to sleep with her or thinking that she was sexy or pretty or anything like that. Nothing like that. She's just a liar. She's a proven liar. She's a proven liar. People think, oh, she's funny. She's funny. She's not funny. She's a hypocrite. She's a Jezebel. Point blank, period. Exactly. You want popcorn, you pay for it, you get it. And her whole math is so wrong. It's a fundraising company, which means that it's a fundraiser. It's used as a fundraising tool to raise money for a certain reason. Maybe if you use that to pay for your lawyer fees, you won't have to scam people out of super chat money. I'm just saying. Make that make sense. What's the $600+ that you spent or got from super chat or whatever, cash, whatever it was? GoFundMe. Talk about that. Where that money go? Exactly, Miss Deborah. Exactly. You're so correct. Oh, Mr. Bradley, you want me to fight ZT for you? You want me to roast and gag ZT for you? Mr. Bradley, I need you at my station. I need you on my channel. I need you on my channel. Remember I said this to Miss Leo a couple weeks ago to Miss Deanna's live chat call in that that Rita was calling for Sean to come to her channel, was not calling for asked April to come to her channel, not asked April. Also April to come to her channel, you know. And then when they didn't, that's when she started the whole process of trying to dog them or whatever. And then she went on to the person that when we first ran into Rita, because I didn't know anything about her whatsoever. I don't find her funny. I don't find her entertaining. Well, I find her entertaining. I don't find her funny though. Um, but I'm laughing at them. I laugh at her, not with her, type of thing. Um, she apologizes to VS. Oh, I should have gave you a chance. A chance to what? Dox me again? Because that's what she said VS did. Harass me again? That's what she said VS did. Gave her a, oh shit. I don't want to say that person's name. Anyways, yeah, she wants her to dox her again, harass her again, call CPS on her again. Like, what are you sorry that you didn't give her a chance to do? I don't understand that. And so that's my point. Like the hypocrisy is so heavy and so deep and so thick, you know what I'm saying, with these people, whatever, that I don't understand it because I don't live my life that way. If I don't mess with you, I just don't mess with you. I don't mention you. I don't talk about you. I don't think about you as not. I'm definitely not going to apologize to you after you did something wrong to me. Just like someone slapping me in my face while it's not and apologizing for being in the way of their hand. Where did that happen at? You know, you punching me in my face, but I'm apologizing because my face was there in the way of your hand. Like, make that make sense to me. I don't get that. Exactly. Shit, corn is fiber. Corn makes you go to the bathroom because it's rough. It's considered roughage. She is a mess. You know, I want to talk to her till she clean up her house and get a camera that's not always blurry. If you don't do makeup, her camera is always in sepia tones. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna do makeup and your camera's in sepia tones? No one really cares. Like no one really cares. You know what I'm saying, that they hook up, whatever. My thing is, I'm just here to point out the hypocrisy. I'm here to point out what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. You're absolutely right. I know for now. You know, people are so very uneducated. Like they seem like not to be able to have the critical thinking skills they need in order for them to make proper decisions about their life, about life in general. It makes no sense that, people can't think that, okay, wow, I've seen this person attack this person, this person, this person, and this person after they proclaim to be best of friends. Wow, that was your auntie, but now her husband is trying to sleep with you. That was your boo thing, but now she's messing up your case. That was your king, your leader, your whatever case may be, but now he's the worst person ever happened in the world. That was your partner and your friend. Y'all was these best of friends was not. But now, don't mess up my friendship with Tracy, Sean. And as you know, the next week you're arguing and fussing with Tracy because you did something wrong and she reported on it. You're not exempt. You're not exempt from being reported on. You're not exempt on being that person um, to be talked about. What makes you special? That's what Tracy does. She talks about the shit that goes on YouTube. What makes you so special? You was involved in the situation. She liked you and James. And next thing you know, you're mad because she have James on her chat, on her live, after you called in to tell his side of the story. See, that's the people's problem on here. They want to tell their side of the story and think that there's not another side. There's three sides to every story. There's your side, there's my side, and somewhere in the middle lies the truth. And when you don't understand that, you become that one-sided person where you think that your side is always the truth and it's not the truth. Your thoughts, your feelings is not law. Those are your thoughts and your feelings. I have my own thoughts and my feelings. So therefore, I have my own side of the story that must be heard as well. Exactly. The truth has no side. The truth is the truth, regardless of what it is. Not someone. She said, Miss Deborah said something like that. You're right, Miss Deborah. That's why I say all the time. I watch people and how they move. The people that I like, they move cleanly. They protect themselves. They defend themselves. They do not sit up here and start trouble, but they will finish it and they will give you a real nasty, ugly cuss out. And I'm down for that. You know, I support that message. Cuss their asses out if they keep bothering you. You're right, Miss Leo, just like with old girl who's in Venus right now, or went to Venus and came back, or shit, roll a unicorn to damn Subway and bought a sandwich. I don't know what she did. Shit, shit. Went to 7-Eleven, got some nachos and a spaceship. I don't know what she did. But the funny thing is that Tracy, that's how I like Tracy, because Tracy is a good person. Tracy has a good heart. Tracy is someone who will give people chances, and she love and have your back regardless. Got some nachos with coffee and a cigarette. I will need some Virginia Slims 100s and the black coffee, 2 sugars, no cream. Thank you. Oh, here's some nachos with chili and cheese too. My spaceship is parked outside. I'm just saying, like, make it make sense. People like these people are mentally disturbed. I don't understand. Like, where they do that at? Where did they do that at? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. We're all holy adults. Squirrel, squirrel. Yeah, I don't get it. People don't pay attention. Like, and they actually, I think. Well, the thing is, I think that people tell their own narratives when they see stuff. Because I think they pay attention. I really do think they pay attention. I think that people see things, but they choose to only address it when it affects them or their pockets, or they think it's going to affect their pockets because their pockets are already nothing but lint in them anyway. You know what I'm saying? All you have in your pockets is lint and air. But once you think someone's going to take that lint out your pocket, You're all up in arms. You're ready to fight. You become Norma Ray at that point. Thank you so much, Miss Deborah, for coming to visit me or us. I appreciate it. You have fun at the rest of your shift at work, sweetheart. I hope you got some food ate so you got that strength to keep continuing to work. Right. Pocket watching asses. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't spend my money, regardless how much you watch my pockets. You know, you can't spend my money. What I eat don't make you shit. You know, those people, unless I eat some popcorn and you do as well. Let them tell it. You know, like not only that, Miss Leo, they're not even trying to read a fucking book or find out what is Club Chat doing to become successful. You know, what are these people doing to become successful? Miss Leo is doing her strawberries and her t-shirt and stuff like that. Miss D doing her t-shirts. Sean's trying to raise money to help offset the cost for Vegas and all the stuff that he has planned going on for that. You know, everybody's doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's worried about their life. You know, no one's worried about what someone else is doing. Like, I'm not worried about what someone else is doing and how to spend that money. Because guess why? I can't spend it. It's not my money. You know, I can't worry about what you do with your money while I'm trying to stack my money. You know what I'm saying? And do what I need to do for me. Make sure that my life is cool. I can't sit up here and worry about what you're doing with your money when I have bills to pay, jobs to get to, a life to live, and a saying whole household to deal with. What kind of sense does that make? And you wonder why your life is in shambles. You wonder why your life is hard. You wonder why your life is, in turmoil. Because you worry about my life as opposed to dealing with what you have right in front of you. Deal with what you have going on in front of you. Answer your door. You know what I'm saying? Stop coming online talking nonsense and craziness. Answer your door. Stop making sure, get your air conditioner fixed. Medicated, hospitalized, you know what I'm saying? Looked after a 24, 72 hour hold. I'm just saying they do something because it makes no sense. She's around, Miss Leo. She's still alive. She's around. She's still around. Whatever else came on my feed today. She was definitely around. I just don't get it. Make it make sense. And she's gonna talk about what Miss D said for 7 stars. She's gonna have to defend her baby dragon. You know that. And of course she's gonna throw Sean's name in it. It had nothing to do with Sean. It was Miss D sticking up for Miss D. Nothing to do with Sean whatsoever. They love throwing people's name in it, just like Seven through Deanna Irvins, naming to her, reading roast to Miss D, insulting her. Olivia the Oracle. Olivia the Oracle is uncle. The most unconscious person I've ever seen. The most unconscious, conscious person I've ever seen. Olivia the Oracle. You know, people like her for some reason. I don't know. You know, it's not my place to judge anyone's taste. You know, it is what it is. Of course. How dare you defend a man? How dare a woman defend a man? And that's what Uncle's problem is with Miss D. Because it started because her and Seven got into it. But then Olivia thought that, based on what Seven was saying, that she was defending Sean. Well, she wasn't. She was defending herself because Seven attacked her. And her thing is, oh, how dare you defend a man? No, I'm defending myself because this lady attacked me, called me all out my name, and then said, try to give me an ultimatum, don't do it again. Who you talking about? Don't do it again. Who you telling that to? I don't see a child here. Speak to me like I'm an adult, and I'll speak to you in the same manner. Speak to me like I'm a child. I'm going to hurt your feelings. Exactly. You're absolutely right about that. They will say fuck Sean and fuck Club Chat. And next thing you know, if someone from Club Chat says something and responds, oh, you defended Sean. No, you just said fuck me because I'm part of Club Chat, a proud member of Club Chat. So why would you say fuck Club Chat and expect someone from Club Chat, which is normally a group of us, not going to respond to that? You know, if you say fuck Club Chat, basically you saying fuck me for no reason. I did nothing to you. So now you and I have to have a conversation about that. You know, so it's not defending Sean, it's defending myself. Because while you're throwing shots at Sean, I'm getting hit and riddled with bullets. What am I supposed to do? Sit here and get riddled with bullets because you don't like it? Okay, that's great. That is great. You know, I find her to be not. That's why this is a safe place. We can agree to disagree on that subject about her being informative. You know, is she really? Okay. I don't see it, but you know, like I said, this is just my opinion, and I respect yours. You know, I respect the fact that you think she is. I respect the fact that you think that she is informative. You know, but you know, and you're entitled to that opinion, Miss Leo. Just like I am unknown for now entitled to her opinion. You know, it's not. You know, I, I mean, and we can agree to disagree. Hey, Phoebe, how you doing? What you doing up so late, baby? It's 4 o'clock here in Georgia. Where you at? Why you up so early? Or why you up so late? Because um, you're right. I don't know for now. I try to listen for the information, but if you say that you're gonna give information and make sure the information is accurate and up to date. Make sure the information is not riddled with your own personal beliefs and your own personal opinions. Um, you know, And that's why I have a problem with her. Because while she could be, you know, extremely informative, extremely intelligent, and she speaks in a very intelligent way, I have to admit that. She does speak very well. The information she gives or the information she puts out there was not is damaging. You know what I'm saying? It's damaging to, like Ms. Leo said, to homosexual or to the LGBTIA community. Her opinion is antiquated at best, in my opinion. You know, but she said herself that she likes mess. That what she says. Hey, Red Chick. I'm sorry, Red Clark. How you doing? Hey, Red Clark, Louisiana. Okay, baby. I'm happy to have you here, Red Clark. I'm happy to have you here. But yeah, my thing is, if her opinion wasn't riddled, well, sorry, if her information wasn't riddled with her own personal opinion, her own personal biases, I will probably learn more from her or get more from her. But the fact that is her opinions is riddled with biases is why I find it hard to digest what she's saying. You know, and my thing is, you can be intellectual all day long without trying to make people feel dumb in your intellect. You know, and I think she does that as well. Using words that didn't say, "Oh yeah, I won't understand what these words are." Sweetheart, my vocabulary is extensive. You know, I have a very vast vocabulary. My IQ is very high. If I'm pleased to wear that on my shirt, you're welcome, Red Clark. We're speaking about Olivia the Oracle. You know, yeah, she's very condescending, and I don't do that very well because you're not going to question my intelligence because I'm choosing to speak the way I choose to speak on this platform. You're not going to question what I know, what I don't know, because I choose to use $2 words instead of $4 words. If she was really intelligent, she would know in order to meet more people, the average reading comprehension level of the average American is at a sixth grade level. So while you're trying to use your SAT words all the time was not making people feel dumb, you're basically what you're doing is pushing people away from you, opposed to you actually trying to meet the masses. You know what I'm saying? And help the masses. You can't preach or talk over people's heads. You have to meet people where they are while being able to get a message out to them that can reach them. Oh, that's why I say, sweetheart. That's why this is never well. This would never be an argument. This would never be a angry, hateful, you know what I'm saying, malicious conversation between you and I about this young lady. It'll just be two people with differences of opinion. We can agree to disagree respectfully. You know what I'm saying? And I am definitely a lover of science, and things like that. Exactly, Fee. You know what I'm saying? Like my thing is, who wants to sit up here and walk around quoting Einstein's theory of relativity? You know, who wants to walk around here and tell you what the actual ratio of pi is, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's exhausting. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's why it's very good to I mean, to read, double check, study, listen to what someone says, and then get your own facts. You know what I'm saying? Get your own opinions and stuff like that. You know, you can't always depend on someone else to give you the right information. Exactly. You know, I'm artistic, I'm creative, I'm intellectual, you know, I'm all these things. You know, I'm not just one dimensional because I choose to come on here and act a fool every once in a while and have fun. I'm also that person that can sit up here and discuss any topic with anyone on any level whatsoever. I could discuss nuclear science. I could discuss splitting atoms. I could discuss biblical information. I could do all those things. But at the same time, talk about Project Runway, discuss fashion, discuss sports, discuss politics, discuss world finances, discuss, saying, opinions about political events and political statements, all those things. I can do all those things, but I don't need to put someone else down in order for me to build myself up. To me, that's a sign of low self esteem. That's a sign of someone who really isn't comfortable in their skin. Someone's not comfortable with who they are as a person. Oh, I am unknown. If you watch my videos, baby, that is one of my favorite sayings. You are so absolutely right. Eat the meat and spit out the bones. Take in what nourishes you and discard the rest. You're absolutely right about that. You are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You know, but since I am part of the LGBTQIA community, I'm not just an advocate. I'm actually part of the community. I can't, saying, excuse that behavior from her, and nor can I excuse the racist behavior that she exhibits as well. You know, and that could be her opinion, that could be her belief, but you know, I can't excuse the behavior. You know, that's like saying, for me, it's like saying someone that was a bad figure in history had this high IQ and they speak intelligently. Yeah, but you still did stuff that wasn't cool, that damaged the world as a whole. Exactly. There's one thing to disagree, is one thing to belittle, and I think she belittles. And her problem. Sorry, you guys, I'm getting ready to sneeze or something. And my issue with her is the fact that she does it quite often in every video. Like, I don't know how she behaves on other platforms, because I know she says she goes to different platforms. She says she goes to the intellectual platform, she goes to the conscious platform. But she said on her own mouth a couple of days ago, her favorite platform is just right here because it's full of mess. So you're keeping it partially in a mess. That's my point. I'm on for that. That's my exact point right there. You know, like, my vocabulary is expensive. My knowledge is expensive. My comprehension skills are off the chart. But at the same time, I do that, you know, um, in a way that I'm not trying to intimidate or belittle or to, you know, that I'm just going to do that with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm going to get that from her. Exactly, Miss Fee. Exactly. It's one thing was like, it's like saying, that's like having a Caucasian person talking about black people and me being black sitting there listening to it. And it's not something that I want to do. Exactly. You have to be multifaceted. You just can't sit here and be one dimensional, and those people don't understand. They see you, or they see people as content creators on a screen and think that you're just one way. You only have one side to you. But the reality is, we're all human beings. We all have egos. We all should have integrity. We all should have, the ability to be our most authentic self. And when people take that away from you, they're therefore taking away your choices. They're taking away your ability to make decisions for yourself as an adult, you know. And I thought that I pay my own bills. I thought that I provide for myself and for my family. I thought I did that, you know. I don't need anyone to tell me what I should and shouldn't do, you know. I understand what the laws are. I understand what my personal beliefs and my personal moral compass is. I don't need anyone to tell me that, what I'm doing is wrong because you don't agree with it. I don't need anyone to tell me that, how I'm living my life or How I choose to present myself on this camera is wrong. I'm not doing anything malicious to hurt anyone. And it's not an act for me. This is who I am. At least a part of who I am. You are so right, Miss Leo. You are so right. People chalk up to that's my opinion, that's my opinion, that's my belief. No, it's bigotry, it's wrong. It's some BS. That's what it is. Because it's hurting people. And you're supposed to be part of the conscious community, but yet then again, I'm black. I'm a man. But yet, because I choose to be married to another man, a black man at that, I'm less than. I'm not a real man. Because I choose not to wear combat boots and cowboy boots and walk around with dirty nails and smell like outside. I'm supposed to be less than a man. How is that actually helping the black community? How is that helping anything? Because I walk around smelling like shit and dirt and stuff. No, I don't like the smell of shit. I don't like the smell of dirt. I want to smell like I just took a shower. I want to smell like I want to smell clean. I don't want to have to wear a sign that says I took a shower. I want you to look at me and know that. Miss Leo, don't start. Don't start, Miss Leo. But yeah, that was she said. That was a conversation with her and 5B had a couple of weeks ago. Oh, can I smell like the strawberries and you smell like the dirt? No. I don't smell like no damn strawberries either. But I'm just not gonna smell like no damn dirt. I put cocoa butter on, I put lotion on, I put baby oil on, I put deodorant on, I put cologne on, I put baby powder on. I wash myself with yeah, I'm not gonna smell like no damn dirt. After going through all that work, I'm gonna smell like dirt. You crazy? Where do that at? Exactly. My grandma used to say smell like gorge vines. Now what a gorge vine is, I don't know. But she told my sister growing up, baby, you smell like gorge vines, and you had the audacity to have yourself in people's faces smiling. That was so funny. I remember that to this day. Of course they will, Red Clark. Of course they will. And my thing is like I said, I can go anywhere and have a conversation with anyone about anything. And and the thing is that, I don't have to boast or brag when I'm in this sector of YouTube about where I've been previously. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one cares. You're here now. Be here. Be present in where you are. You're here. Be present in that. Understand that, you can go anywhere. We all can go anywhere. We all are multifaceted. I don't ever think anyone is not multifaceted until you open up your mouth and show me and prove me that you're not. Well, she looks like that house smell like feet and ass and bad hair, dirty hair. That's what it looks like. So how it smell like. Funky. It's like, no, she said she don't care. She wants a little stank on it. Remember she said that? She said she wants a little stank on it. Who wants to put your face in any place that stinks? I don't want to smell your butt crack. I don't want to smell between your legs. I don't want to smell under your balls. I don't want to smell nothing on you but cleanness. Y'all know about the story about the gray scan. Y'all know about the story gray scan. Y'all know the story about gray scan. Just saying. Yeah, she said she wants a little stank on it. I want a little stank, a little tart. You nasty bit. Ugh. That's disgusting. Put you eat with this. I mean, food that nourishes your body. Nourishment and nutrition goes into your mouth, and you don't put your mouth on something that stinks. Disgusting. Hey, Shorty C, how you doing, baby? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I know what you mean. I am unknown. When I was working my way through college, I used to work with a lot of white people as well in the nursing field. They don't want you touching them. They don't want you talking to them about their health issues or health problems and cleaning themselves and things like that. They don't want none of that. They don't want you giving them their medicine. They don't want none of that. They think that you're beneath them, but yet you're the one who needs help. You're the one who's decrepit and what I'm saying, needing assistance. Needing help going to the bathroom, needing help wiping your ass. But yet you want to treat me like I'm some kind of piece of dirt because the color of my skin that I had no control over. Please. Oh, they, I understand the privilege. Trust me, I do. You know, but what I find comforting is that we all have privileges that we are unaware of. I have the privilege of being a man. I have the privilege of being a large man. I have the privilege of being a large black man. I have the privilege of being intellectual. I have the privilege of being compassionate. You know, I have the privilege of being a go-getter. I have the privilege of having integrity. Why does it make you mad? Because they're millionaires and trust fund kids. Why does it make you mad so? Because my thing is that people can't help in which what lifestyle they've been born into. You know, I understand how they treat you may make you upset, but why would it be because of their financial standing in this world? And I have an answer of my own, but I want to hear your answer. I am unknown for now. You know, because I can't. Like regardless of what financial situation they're in, I know that I had a job to do because I worked for the well when I was in the classrooms when I was working for the school systems. Well, in the classroom when I was working for a school system, um, I went from the upper echelon in Atlanta down to the downright ghetto, and they all had problems. They all had issues. The people at the upper echelon level just had more money and different issues. Theirs were more smoking and drinking in the hallways and in the stairways and fucking in the stairways and stuff. While the people in the lower end, the poverty level, beneath the poverty level, theirs were, while their issues were behavior because they were hungry. They were, a lot of kids, it's hard for them to revert back to being a child after having to be the adult at home. You know, it's understanding people's lifestyles and understanding people's plight. And that's, I think, that we will be better off as human beings as a whole if we stop being so judgmental, like you mentioned earlier. You know, because that's what they were do. I find that a lot of people who are racist or prejudiced or don't like you for some specific reason, they project what they would do onto you, and they are surprised, they are shocked when you choose to keep your composure. No, it wasn't 5 A's child. It was not 5 A's child. You're so silly, Miss Leo. You're so silly. Exactly. And that's why I was asking, saying when you are in a certain health or like when you're in the healthcare field, you're there because you want to help. You're there because you have compassion for human beings. You're there because you have a good heart. You want to be there. No one has to be there. No one has to do anything that they don't want to do. And when you make the decision to work in certain environments, you have to accept all that comes within that environment or leave that environment. You know what I'm saying? Because your happiness is much more than that paycheck. But it has more to do with their upbringing than their financial standing because, you know, people are upset with Bill Gates because he said that he was not going to leave any of his money to his kids and his will. He's giving it all to charity. And they're saying, why would you do that? Because you appreciate it more when you get it yourself. But when you have things handed to you while it's not, you think that you are entitled to the behavior that you're doing. You know, my thing is like, when like I said previously in this live, I don't ask for respect when I walk into a room. I demand it. And in my full-time job, my job, you know, the the top three managers are all white men. But when they speak to me totally different than how they speak to everybody else because I demand respect from them. I give them respect. You're not going to speak to me any kind of way. And if I come into a room and you don't speak to me, guess what? You don't get spoken to. I remember one time, one of the managers, he's very snappy. His mouth is real quick and real fly with everyone else. When I walk into the room, oh, hey, how you doing? How's your day? My day is fine. How was yours? Cool, thank you. And I walk away and move on. Because if you don't speak to me, you don't get spoken to. And how you speak to me, he has learned you would get spoken to in that same way, regardless of your position. I'm a human being. I'm a grown ass man. You will not speak to me any kind of way. You will not mistreat me. You will not talk down to me. Point blank, period. I'm not going to sit here and allow you to do that. You will get ignored. You know, although this job pays my bills and help me live the lifestyle that I want to live, there's plenty more out there just like this job. And I'm marketable. I have marketable skills. I have skill sets that you don't even have. Don't play with me. I know my worth. Do you know yours? I demand respect from everyone that speaks to me, regardless of your position. But that's why they come see you, because they have issues. So, regardless of the money that they have, the money that they spend, either up their nose or whatever case may be, whatever, they come see you for a reason because you have a skill set that they don't have, that they don't possess, and you help them with the issues that they have. So that's why they come see you. So that's a good thing, you know. And clearly, you're good at what you do and in the field that you're in. So that's why these people are coming to see you. So look at it that way. Don't look at it as a way of they make you upset because they're privileged individuals who may not see to like or understand where you're coming from. They there to see you for a reason because you have a skill set that they need. You don't have to have the money. Money could be gone tomorrow, but your skill set is what's going to get you where you need to be and take you where you want to go. You know, I'll try to find the positive in things. I can't, allow someone else to dictate how good I feel about myself. Because when I do that, I then give you the power to make me feel bad about myself as well. That makes sense. You know, well, I am mixed. I am mixed with Hispanic and Indian. My mother was half Indian and black. My father was a quarter Hispanic and black. I'm sorry, a quarter Hispanic and 3/4 on black. So while I look like a black man, when my hair grows, my features, I'm saying, are more pronounced. And people can see that I am not your, I guess, typical or average black man. I'm not. I'm not average in any way, shape, or form. My intellect's not average. My ability to comprehend is not average. My ability to work hard and be diverse in what I do is not average. You know, I'm not an average person, period. Regardless of what color I am or what color you think I am. And I let that be known. People used to say, oh, he's conceited. No, not conceited. I'm convinced that I know who I am. I'm not cocky. I'm convinced that I know who I am, who God meant for me to be. I know my worth. And I won't allow you or anyone else to take that from me. So life is about choices. Hope you make the right one. Because messing wrong with me, liable to get your feelings hurt. Exactly. I'm just saying. I bet you are. I mean, you have to, the thing is, when you like what you do, they say you never work again, because you are enjoying what you do. And sometimes I know it can be frustrating. I know sometimes it can be disheartening. Well, it's not. But if you look at the positive aspects of your life and what you have, hey, Felita Williams, how you doing, baby? How are you? What you doing up so late or so early, baby? What you doing? Just coming in from the club or getting ready to go to clubs or to work, whatever. Let me know. Let me find out. But yeah, you gotta be very careful. 'Cause, like, I mean, it's all about energy and your mindset. You can't put, like I said, I mean, my job is just that it's a job. But I know I gotta be there until God puts me where He wants me to be, where I'm gonna flourish and grow. You know, I'm not upset about that. I'm thankful for it. Actually, I'm thankful that He's blessed me with the ability to take something positive from every situation I'm in, even things that are a little bit more challenging. You know, gotta have a positive attitude, gotta have a positive outlook, gotta make sure that you're there to help people and let them know, you know, you know who you are. I'm in control of this. I may not be the manager of this situation right here. I'm a valued, strong, skilled worker. You know, making a bathroom realized I was online. That's sweet. Thank you for coming in, dropping by. I appreciate it. We talking about a little bit of everything. You know how I do it. Talking about a little bit of everything. You know, just talking about a little bit of everything, making sure that basically, I want people to know their worth and be the best person they were meant to be, regardless of the situation they may be in at this present time. You know, be the best you possible, making sure that you understand that you are worthy of greatness. You are greatness. You know what I'm saying? You are the positive change and energy that you want to put out there into your world. Because my goal is to be the best person I was ever meant to be. My goal is to make sure that I leave this world in a better place than which I came into it. That's my goal. And if I change one person's life for the better, I've reached that goal. And I think I've done that thus far. If you change your mindset, if I change one person's mindset for the better, I think that I reached my goal. Now, does that mean I won't cuss your ass out and embarrass you? Nope. It means that I know who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am, all aspects of me. Well, thing is, I went to Morehouse College. I went to Morehouse College when I first moved to Atlanta. I came here to go to Morehouse College, which is, as you know, is an all black male school. They say one of the top educational schools for black men in the country. When I got to Morehouse College, I stayed in the honors dorm, and it was the honors dorm that I stayed in. And it was not only the honors dorm, it was also the athletic dorm as well. So it was athletes, and it was the men, the gentlemen that was in honors classes or in the honors program at Morehouse. So my roommate was actually a basketball player. So it was me and a basketball player in a room, and he would cut hair. He was a great barber. So people come to him for haircuts and things like that. Exactly, stereotypes. And so he would tell me he can't cut my hair because I have white people hair. No, my hair is fine. My hair is curly, you know, but it's not white people's hair. It's not that great. And no, when I was at Morehouse, they didn't. That was during a time period when someone died because it was hazed on the AUC campus. So they took away all the fraternities and sororities off the whole ACBU. Sorry, Atlanta University campus, college campus, ACC, whatever it was called. So there was no fraternities or sororities at Morehouse, Morris Brown, Spelman, or Clark Atlanta University. Um, so when he would cut my hair because he said I have white people's hair, so my hair was that's too fine or whatever for him to cut. So he would cut my hair, and I would use the word also instead of the word too. So like if we was going to the store, I'd be like, oh well, I want to go also, or I want to, saying, oh bring me something back also type of thing. I was use also. He was like, why you speak that way? You speak like a white boy. Well, I am from Seattle, Washington. That's where I came down here from, and I am educated. So is that what you mean? He was like, I'm just saying you speak like a white boy and your white people here. Okay. Well, for you to be um for you to be in one of the most prestigious schools for black men, you should expand your thought patterns and how you see the world. Because if we're going to be in a world of professional people, people are going to expect you to speak a language or in a dialect in which they can understand you. And ebonics doesn't work in the corporate world. And to this day, we're still friends. But he stopped calling me white because I had to check him even back then. You know, like I said, people will treat you how you allow them to treat you. People will speak to you how you allow them to speak to you. People think they can just say anything to you and you don't correct them or you don't let them know, I don't want to be spoken to that way. It's up to us as individuals to let people and to train people how we want to be spoken to, how we want to be talked to, how we want it to be addressed, how we want to be interacted with. You know, it's not up to them to tell me or anyone else to tell me, oh, I'm going to treat you this way right here and you're going to accept that. I don't have to. I can leave you where you are. I can leave you where you stand, where you sit, where you have fallen, and walk over you and keep it moving. Because ultimately, the only person that has to like me is me. I'm not for everybody. Exactly. They read the book by the cover. They say, oh, that's why I don't like people putting me into a box. Because when people put you into a box, that gives them the right or the They give them that whole mindset of how I can treat you because I see you as this. They see you as gay, so they can treat you this way. They see you as a black, so they can treat you that way. They see you as a man or a woman, they can treat you this way. They see you as something, they can treat you that way. No, I'm going to tell you how I want to be treated. I want to show you how I demand respect. Exactly. You're so right, Felita. You're absolutely right. People see you. They see how you treat yourself. They see how you carry yourself. They see how what you will take and what you don't take, and they treat you accordingly. Because people ask me all the time, "How can you do that? How can you say that?" And no one gets mad because this is who I am. It's not a timid, weak. I think I can. No, it's I'm going to say what I need to say. I'm an adult male. I don't treat me any kind of way. It is what it is. And when you know who you are, you don't expect anything less from anybody else. You know, trust people the first time when they do something. When someone acts a certain way, believe it. You know, it's not always about being everyone's best friend. You know, my life is too precious for me to be somewhere where I'm not accepted. I'm just tolerated. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be tolerated by anyone. I want you to be respectful and accept me for who I am. And if you can't, let me know that, and I have a choice either continue to try to alter and conduct myself in a way that I want to conduct myself, or I have an opportunity to be like, okay, yeah, great, I'm out. Exactly, Duffy. You see it all the time on these YouTube streets. People are creating turmoil just to create turmoil. People are creating conflict and nonsense just to create conflict and nonsense. People are, behaving badly because it's in vogue to do, opposed to treating people with respect and, hopefully in turn that energy will come back to you. It's not about, you know, anything other than that. They want you to be something that they want you to be, opposed to accepting you for who you are. You know, you have to be able to stand strong in who you are at all times. It may not be the popular opinion. It may not be the most, you know, gratifying or satisfying for someone else. But as long as you're happy with who you are, stay true in that. As long as you're happy with what you put out there in the world in a positive way, stay true to that. You know, you can't sit up here and allow people to tell you how to conduct yourself when you feel that you conduct yourself in a way that works for you and you're not hurting anyone. There's not malicious intent. Oh no, you was a right leader. My thing is, I'm so happy that my mother raised me to be able to speak my mind. And I learned that from my mother, not only because she was outspoken when she had to be, but I also saw what happened when she didn't speak her mind and the regret and upset that she felt within herself because she didn't speak up and how people treated her when she didn't speak up. So, to my mind, when people show you certain things, believe it. My mother showed me that, be it in her actually doing it or her not doing it. I learned from both, you know? That is so good. Last weekend, I was at my part-time job, and I'm always having conversations with people about different things. And I was talking about, how Black people encompasses every aspect of diaspora of the human condition, from the lightest of the lights, from the darkest of the darks, from blue eyes, brown eyes, green eyes, from hair texture, all that stuff, because we are the originals. We are originals. We're the original people of this world. Life civilization started in Africa, you know, and that's what it's just fact. But a white guy came up to a conversation and was like, um, "Well, what are you saying? Excuse me. First of all, who are you, and why are you talking to me?" Was my response to him. Of course, I know who he was. He's one of my coworkers. But my thing is, I had to check him real quick. Don't come to me and say, "What am I saying?" I was speaking to you. Announce yourself, address me like a grown ass man that I am, and ask the question that you have to ask. Exactly. And so, um, me and the other person I was speaking to was not just, look at him. I told him what I talked about, civilization, and I also talked about, I talked about color theory, which is I'll talk about color, what's that, what colors mean, how to create colors, stuff like that. And I was saying, um, black is basically, the color black itself is the amalgamation of every color ever possible. And white is the absence of all that. And if you look at that, have that mindset, you understand what black people are. We're everything, basically. And white people, is just genetic. It's just genetics, and it's not anything. There's anything wrong with it, whatever. But it is what it is. That's why they are so hell bent on. That's why they were so hell bent on not mixing races, because when you mix anything with white, it's no longer white. You know, you could put a drop of red into a pure white um, sample, and then that sample then becomes pink or blush or some form other than white. But that's how it is. That's their mindset and how they think about genetics, stuff like that. Anyways, um, with that, I got into talking about the Conjural Eve, the creation, the creation of civilization, and how the mitochondrial Eve, every human being can in their mitochondrial DNA can be traced back to this one specific woman who started off civilization in Africa. Even people from China got upset because they did a mitochondrial DNA um, sample, and they showed that they were all related to this one black lady in Africa. We all are, actually, and I was talking about that as well. And they were like, "Oh, well, what do you mean by that?" I'm like, "Well, you know, this is what it is. It's just scientific fact. Look up the documentary and look up the evidence about the mitochondrial Eve. They'll tell you where she's from. They'll tell you how long she lived and how her DNA got spread across thing. And mitochondrial DNA can be only spread by the mother, basically, type of thing. So we got all that. And then I was saying that how resilient black people are and how strong we are and how resilient our bodies are. Where it's not the strongest, the fastest, the most intelligent, we're also the most passionate, the most forgiving, the most understanding people here on this planet. Exactly. Definitely. But with that, I was talking about Henrietta Lacks. You all know who Henrietta Lacks is. She has the cells that was used by John Hopkins to solve and cure a bunch of diseases back in the 50s. But Henrietta Lacks, her DNA was sequenced without her permission from Johns Hopkins University. And with that, Henrietta Lacks was this black woman that was sick. She had cancer, and she had her DNA sequence stolen from her. It was stolen from her because they called her DNA the immortal DNA of Henrietta. Her DNA was not was basically will regenerate itself under the proper conditions. It will last a lifetime, basically. Normally, DNA can only resequence themselves, which means split and multiply stuff like that, a couple times in the proper conditions. Hers seem to never die, and even to this day, 60 plus years later, they have some of her original DNA still multiplying and living in the proper conditions. So basically, if y'all are interested in that movie was done by HBO, I think it was, and Oprah produced that movie. It's called The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. Basically, it was the story of her family trying to fight the John Hopkins Hospital to get their family members' DNA out of their control. But by now, that DNA has been sequenced so many times by different drug companies and stuff like that. And Johns Hopkins University has made billions on that. You know, you heard that story, Shorty? Yeah, this is a true story, and they have made billions off of this black woman's DNA. So basically, I was talking about how strong and resilient we are, and how we're original, and how a copy can never tell an original that I'm unworthy. You know, and basically that was the bottom line of that conversation. As gutter and visceral that it started off being, it became very educational to people. And then the white guy that walked up on me, whatever, tried to say something crazy. And I'm like, well, opposed to talking to me, look up the information that I just said, and you will see what I just said is accurate. So he looked it up, both the mitochondrial DNA, or sorry, the mitochondrial E, which is a documentary and a movie, and also he looked up Henrietta Lacks as well. It's called the HeLa. If you're in medicine, it's called the HeLa cell, HeLa, HeLa cell. So for Henrietta Lacks, that's her DNA. If you're in the medical field, you should have heard that if you're in the medical field. And he came back to me a couple hours later, was like, you know what, you are right. Thank you so much for giving me this information, 'cause I didn't know. I'm like, well, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to you walking up, inserting yourself into a conversation, ask proper questions, and I don't mind giving you answers and have a conversation with you with that. But when you come at me in a way that's aggressive and crazy, I need to check you. Okay, I will, baby. I definitely will do that for you. I definitely will. I definitely will. But yeah, like I said, I can discuss anything and I can talk about things on an intelligent level that is so much more than just, you know, getting tea and spreading gossip and talking nonsense, you know what I'm saying, on the YouTube streets. That's just fun to do because I'm messy, because we all are, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, I mean, but he pretty much came to me and apologized because he just didn't know. And I think it's before you thinking that, you know, you have all this information. Well, it's not, because I guess he considers himself intellectual as well. There's things out there that you don't know, that you have no idea what's going on. And so long as you constantly trying to prove someone wrong, you'll never be able to find that information out, because people will walk away from you and not speak to you. So that's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to prove myself to anybody. I'm not here to um, insert my intelligence or my knowledge or lack of knowledge. Because if I don't have an answer to something, um, I ask questions. I do research to find out, to make sure that I, you know, am well informed. So when I'm discussing something, I know what I'm talking about. You know, at least for the most part, and my understanding of what I've read. Yeah, it was a good movie, very informative. And not only did I watch the movie, I actually did research on her family as well, and how they was trying to sequence their DNA as well. They stole a lot of her family members' DNA, trying to see why hers was so special, because theirs wouldn't do what hers did. Not many people, their DNA can do what her DNA does, her cells. That's why they call it immortal, because, you know, her cells are not dying under the proper conditions. And he was like, oh, well, you need energy in order for cells to regenerate. You don't think I know that, idiot? You think I'm thinking that her cells are right here in your hand, just out here in the open air and stuff, and under the wrong conditions, and just multiplying the shit? That what you think I'm saying? Stop talking to me. Leave me alone. You know. But I'm just saying I didn't know. Then don't talk if you don't know. Listen. You have two ears and one mouth for a reason. Listen twice as much as you speak. Because someone like me will embarrass your ass. You see how I can get hood and go back to being intellectual as well. But yeah, you guys, it's going on 5 o'clock. I gotta get up in a couple hours to go to work again. I need to get some sleep. I want to thank you so much for joining. I hope I kept some of you awake while you work or kept you aware. Hope you learned a little something. I am unknown for now. I would definitely be looking at your channel for that series. You know what I'm saying? Let's look to also to look at your channel anyway. Miss Leo, thank you so much, sweetheart, for being here. Everyone else, thank you so much for being here. Felita, Deppy, Shorty. Thank you guys. And who else is here? Those of you who are in the bushes, thank you for being in the bushes. I appreciate it. You know, it's always my pleasure to speak with you guys and have you guys here with me. So yeah, Mysterious Mermaid, if you're still here, thank you for being here, sweetheart. You're always here in the bushes watching. I definitely appreciate it. Red Clark, thank you so much for being here as well. Guys, but I'm ready to go to bed. I'm getting tired. See, my eyes are getting red. That's what I'm gonna do. So, as I always say, if you like my videos, always go to my channel, like, share, comment, subscribe, and what's this? What y'all saying? I saw that. Always interesting conversation. Thank you, sweetheart. I try to be interesting. You know, I did put a little bit of a little different commentary. You know, not just always talking about the bullshit that's going on here. We did discuss some of that earlier. I try my best to rest well. Leo, bitch, I'm a Leo. Oh, bitch, I'm a Leo. Okay, I was trying to figure out how to spell your name or how to pronounce your name, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Bitch, I'm a Leo. I like that. Bitch, I'm a Leo. Enjoy your weekend. I'm gonna come back live again sometime this weekend, but I'm not quite sure when. Oh, you're welcome here anytime, bitch. I'm a Leo. Anytime. You know, hit that notification button if you haven't subscribed already. Subscribe and hit the notification button. You will get me. On Mondays, I like to cook and eat in front of y'all, so that's always good. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it, you guys. Oh, God, Jesus. Hope the screen's not big. Y'all have a great day. Thank you so much. And don't forget, love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, and respect someone else. Until next time, y'all have a great day. Get some rest. Do what you got to do. And have a great evening. Thank you so much for being here. Love you guys. Bye bye. Let's say I got drink left.